All right, friends, had to get this nasty monkey off my back. I am at a bank. I quite literally had to open a new account to get in with this bank, but good reason. There's silver in this here bag. Tough to hear. I just don't have the most room to shake it, but it is most definitely in here. There's one. There's two. Right there. I love it. This is a sealed bag off the coin machines. I actually have a second one over here. Didn't hear anything in this bag, but most definitely am excited because Fed boxes have just been utterly terrible for me as of late. But we got a hunt here, at least a couple that you've seen. I've heard it, and I've heard a decent amount of it, so I am anxious that there's going to be a fair amount to be found here in this bag. Must be top heavy. Oh, there's one. See it? Right in the middle. Sweet, we got a hunt. I'll show you what I end up with, and then we'll dig right in. All right, friends, here is the haul. We stayed away from our typical NF String and Son Loomis box, but I do have at least one. I've never seen this box style before. Where's it from? Anyways, they're filled with black rolls. I do have another 100 of them. Some searched, not too hopeful there, but 140. Another 140 I picked up at a Wells. You never know. That's the quantity I like to see, but maybe some returns. Rolls off the coin machine, 100 of those. 2 bags. This one on the left is 500. This one on the right is 600. That's an odd amount. And we've talked about it, and I've seen it. There it is. There's silver. I showed you at the very beginning. And then lastly, I picked up this. Oh, yeah. Love to see that. There's a ton of what looks like 40%ers in there. This is actually the same branch that I had this major score at. I picked up over 100 silvers. They almost always seem to provide, no matter which particular branch I'm at here. With this particular bank, they almost always have silver. $25 in there. So, yep, we got some silver twice. Let's dig in and see how many we can pull out. All right, so we know there's silver in here. Let's pull it out and see how many we are going to end up with. I see 2 in this handful, both 40%ers, a 67 and a 69. I'm just going to set those off to the side for now. Finish this quick batch of 25. Look at this. I love it. Oh, 67. Right here, 40%er. That's going to be a 68. I think we have 2 more, a 67 and a 67. Huge monkey off my back today with this. Fed box is just utterly atrocious. So I had the business day off, and I decided to make about a 150-mile trek today and see what I can find. Hit up some spots I don't normally get to, though I have been in the past. I do have some new banks on the list, too. This one is included. Awesome. 67, 40%ers. I bet you they're all 40s. 69, 68, 67, and one more here, I believe. Another 67. All right. I think we're down to the last handful. That's it out of that. And here more. Just one, though. There we go, 68. Notice they all kind of had that same hue to them. Not only on the edge, but kind of on the front, too. Kind of that gold toning. You can see it there. Very neat stuff. All right, we are on the board and in a huge way. This is 5, 10, 12. 12. We had, $6 out of 25 end up being 40% silver. I'm eager, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to do this bag first. I'll time-lapse it, let you know if we find anything on the inside. And just a sidebar, I picked up my rejects here. Every single one of these is a bicentennial. So this was definitely a dump of some sort. I believe they gave them all to me. Maybe not. I'll check back in a few weeks and see if they have some more. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a little bit more silver the next time. But just interesting little side find. These were all bicentennials, anything that was not silver. So clearly someone dumped a collection back to the bank. All we had of that first bag, well, what's left of a sticker coin and a couple of holes. This one is going to have the silver. Let's get it cut open. All right. Sealed bag off the coin machine. I'm going to do this time-lapse mode. What we're going to do is just reach in, do handful by handful, and this is purely a silver search. First find, we'll bring you in when we have something. Nothing here in this first one. We'll be back. Oh, I heard it. Here we go. Silver find number one. Yeah, right there in the center. That's going to be a 40. 1967. Oh, I see it. Got a lot in this handful. Right there. Another 40. 67. This one's a beauty too. Oh, it has an unfortunate clash there right ahead of the bust. Ooh, look at that luster though. Isn't that gorgeous? It's too bad about that scratch on the front. That is a beautiful coin otherwise. Well, still beautiful in my book no matter what. That's great. This is a great feeling. It has been a while. Silver. This is great. In the middle again. 67. Odd toning across the bust. And a little bit on the back across the eagle. I just can't find a good spot for those when I want to hunt. This bag's a little odd. Not $500. This is $600 worth. Don't see that too often. I wonder what happened there. Just had 500 and wanted to add that next one in. I don't know. Ooh, silver. Heard it. There it is. Boom. 67, I bet. Nope. Every time I try to guess, it's not the case. 69 Denver. Yeah, I will take that any day. Sweet. Silver. Distinctive sound. ×2. Couple of back-to-back 40s in here. 69D. All right, what else we got? 69D. Piling up. I heard it. There it is. ×2. Like these rich handfuls. Second one off the end, and then right here looks like another couple of 40s. 67. Okay, and right here, 69D. Friends, bags, it's where they're at. You don't always strike it rich. Sometimes you can get some rejects, and I think that first bag was, but you know what? It pays off sometimes. Anytime you can catch a dump before it gets back into the Fed to get recirculated in rolls, that's a win in my book, even if I do have to put up with a couple of skunker bags every now and again. Love me bags. Silver. Ooh, do we have a solid rim? No, I don't think so. I think you can see that clad line. I call it a 40. Look at that toning, 69D. Wow. Beautiful nonetheless. I think it's all been 67s and 69s so far. got a couple in here. One there and one there. Both 40s. 69D. And 67. A couple more 40s tallied up. Next silver there, and we'll keep on going. Silver. Boom. Right here. 69. Pretty thing. Oh, I think I heard it. I did. Right there, 67. What do you think the odds are we're going to end up with 2 rolls of 40%ers? 20 dated 67 and 20 69 Denver. We'll see. Did we get one? I think we did. I don't think we're going to end up with 20 of each either. We're down to the last 150 or so, I'd say. And of course, this one's different. 68D. Well, there went that plan in 2 seconds. Added it to the stack. Back we go. Silver. Heard it. Where are you? There we are. Right here. 68D. Boom. Heard it. And you see it. 69D. We gotta be near a roll by now. Silver. And I just stacked it up into a pancake. There we go. 67s. And there's the reverses. Okay. That's it. We got a stack of silver and 2 NFCs, almost the first handful and near the end. All right, we have these. Don't expect much. We'll do the black rolls next. I ain't even kidding you. So what, roll 10? There's a silver tucked away in here. 68D, sweet. I will say out of these, there are 0 brand new coins. Now it does make the run up to 2001, but we all know in 2021, things got a little squirrely with circulating coins. We got new ones introduced, but none of those out of these brand wraps. Shocked to see a silver in there. Anyway, we got one. Maybe there's another couple left. There's the damage. 3 pretty full bags. There's the bounty. That's great. I needed that. We had 31 silvers found. All 40%ers. No complaints there. Each one running about $4.25, $4.50 a coin. That's great. I'll let you do the math. That puts us up into triple digits. Good rate of return here. We had 15 1967s, those 2 columns there, 6 1968s, and then 10 1969Ds. The breakdown, we had 12 out of that envelope to go first. The one that was in those shotgun rolls, crazy to think we even found one there. And then 18 in that second loose bag. That's awesome. 3 hold coins, just some oddities. Those will be going back. A beat up sticker. I forget exactly which one it is or what it says, but I know I've seen that blue and white sticker before. Let me know in the comments what it is. Checking out the NFC front, we had 5 of them. That's it. Had to get away from those NF String and Sun boxes. It paid off today. That tally continues to grow. I do appreciate you joining me on this hunt as we search for more silver. Join me on the next one. I do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified when that next awesome hunt like this is going to drop. Stay healthy, stay safe, friends. We'll catch you next time.